Tia. Welcome to Fish and Bread Church. You want to be you. On Friday, May 27th, at approximately 8:14 a.m., an elder within our church explained that an aviant is a person that tries to be you. They try to look like you, they try to sound like you, and they even try to take your life to the point of death in order to stand in your position, have your family, have your friends, have your work situation. They try to assume control of your entire being. Aviants look normal. I want you to understand a concept. There is no such thing as friendship. Life is a pattern of civil battles. To see what you can get from other people has become a mainstay in American society. The art of tactfully asking people, would you mind doing this or that, has become something that you have to adjust to here in America. A synonym to the word aviant is the word infidel or wicked. The Bible and the Quran use the word infidel or wicked a lot. The Quran also uses the word sukarith. The DSM-5, or the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, is the American Psychiatric Association's chief resource to classify and diagnose mental disorders versus physical diseases. They're not the same. When someone has a psychosomatic disorder, that means in their brain or in their mind, blood may reroute differently. Electricity may form thoughts or patterns that are not the same as ours. They're not socially acceptable. They perform behaviors or make sentences or statements that are outside of the laws of God and the laws of man. In the New King James Version of the Holy Bible, in Luke 12:7, it states, "But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Do not fear, therefore, you are of more value than many sparrows." So if our very hairs are numbered, why do we have to act or be like someone else? I was speaking to a person when it occurred to me that they were grown in a reflective way and not in a genuine, authentic self way. First of all, they weren't the same as I was, and they didn't have the same point of view or point of perspective. You'll learn a lot about that in your psychology class. But we don't see things the same way because we don't have the same eyes. We don't see the horizon the same way. We don't have the same experiences. What I mean by that is that when you grow a plant in a greenhouse, you expect it to grow because you give it sun, water, some form of nourishment like Miracle-Gro, and soil. That's all it takes to make a symphonic environment in order to produce growth. This woman was using me in a parasitic way so that she could grow herself. It shocked me, and I spoke about it, and it angered the woman. I apologized later and said I didn't know how to treat you because you seem higher or better than I am in every way, and you have more, so why did you need me? I once had a boyfriend who, at some point in his life, didn't have enough money or enough love within his family to support the act of eating, so he starved. Normal people eat 3 to 6 meals a day, but he was only able to eat 1 meal a day, and he had to share that with 6 other people. One day he decided, I've had enough, which many boys do, and he physically injured a little girl for having and knowing too much publicly. This form of intermittent anger disorder is a personality disorder that is marked in the DSM-4 and 5. Nobody knew that he had starved or was hurting in any way because he seemed like a regular fellow. But all of a sudden, anger overtook him and he beat a woman down. He spent 13 years in prison apologizing for his actions. But starving, being misinterpreted, not having the ability to stand strong lights or crowded spaces, or even the voices of people can make some people snap. And I don't want you to be in that situation. I want you to listen to what I'm saying and hear me, because this is deep. When studying the traits and behaviors of animal groups within their respective kingdoms, I learned that we classify things in up to 7 levels, right? They have a kingdom, a domain, a chordata, etc., etc. So what I understood was that some animals have eggs on the outside for reproduction, and some animals carry eggs on the inside, like humans, for reproduction. That having been said, the structure of her family was more oviparous, which means the eggs, or the offspring, or the children, resided on the outside of the mother. The mother was different from ours because our mother cared about us a lot. Our mother had a placenta, and she carried us on the inside of her in a viviparous way. But for some reason, families with a lot of children exhibit oviparous behaviors. That means I can't watch everybody because my children are all around and hatching other things, and they're on the outside of me, and I have to take care of me first. So to make a long story short, some people don't have the ability to care for other people, places, and things. But they look normal. They look just like you on the outside, and they want to be you. I want you to know that animals play too much, and they don't know when to stop, and they play to the point of death. When you're a Jew raised in a Jewish temple or a tent of meeting, you learn that some humans are more animals than others. Humans who have to murder or make other people sick so as to be the best or to eat, you should stay away from. In the Quran, in Ali Imran 3:125, it says, "Most certainly, if you believers are firm and mindful of Allah, and the enemy launches a sudden attack on you, Allah will reinforce you with 5,000 angels designated for battle." It doesn't look like a battle, but it is. There are aviants all around you, trying to be you. Are you able to stand upon your own firm belief?